One of the danger spots in any college football season. Ranked team against unranked opponent. And we'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Tucson, Arizona, and the stadium where they bear down for the Arizona Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Houston Cougars, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Arizona Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Cougars ready to get this thing started and open the season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Might be changing the route. To throw, it's Fafita. That's caught. It's Hale. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Let's chat a little big picture Arizona. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
One thing you know about this defense, they have got a pass rush, and you cannot be predictable, especially when it comes to throwing the football. There is too much athleticism and length up front on this defensive line and in their front seven, and they register a sack early here on only the second play of the game.
Makes the grab. It's Hunter. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. He'll start this drive firing. Going for a big play right off the bat. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. All right, guys, let's talk Houston. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Rodgers. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Off the RPO, throw to the right, looking for the first. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They are ready this time. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage. And after that big run, the defense answers.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Rodgers. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They'll try to convert from the Wildcat. Direct snap. It's Turner. Now the toss. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. They'll run it from the gun. Slams his way forward. He'll get 3 out to the 11.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
He might want another play. Back to pass. It's Fafita. Floating away. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Snagged in the middle. It's Rodgers. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Both sides trying to find a little rhythm and efficiency and move the ball some here as we start the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. On the run, it's Turner. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. And fires complete to the right. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
They'll give it to the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Second down, will they go back to the ground game? Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Quickly complete. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And into the end zone. He's got 50 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in midseason form. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougars!
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Just got a little casual with it and blew the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. Maryland has the lead right now, but if this team has taught us anything over the years, it's that no lead is safe there in College Park. They're up by 11 over Iowa State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Fafita. Rifles it down the middle. Pulls it in down the sideline. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
That's caught. It's Hunter. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Pushed back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. He'll set up to throw. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Back to pass. Might be looking to run. On the run, deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there by the defense.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that incompletion. Right now, setting up 4th down. They haven't yet scored a touchdown. They just can't find a rhythm in this game. Obviously, the defense, the big reason for that, but if this offense wants a chance to win, they have got to start stringing some completions together and get this quarterback in a better rhythm.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Going right to work up top. Going downfield for the big play. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Touchdown, Houston. Hello. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield, it's Fafita. Moves around to clear up the vision. But he's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
Well, this defense not only has speed, but they also play with great effort. And that time on the quarterback run, they were expecting it. Everybody was in position, but they did a phenomenal job in pursuit, making sure the only direction that guy was going was backwards, running him out of bounds for a big loss.
Second down, they'll go to the air. The sure hands, it's Hunter. Knocked off his feet.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the 1st down.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Caught near the sticks, it's Hale. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. 1st downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that 3rd. I love the decision by the quarterback. You kind of wonder, though, are they going to want to be a bit more aggressive and maybe start taking some more shots and attack?
Finds his tight end. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46. And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I think sometimes as a quarterback, when your offense is struggling, you don't have any points up on the board yet here at the end of the first half. You're just trying to take a shot to see if your guy can make a play. And that time, he thought he had the matchup he wanted, but he has just not been able to ever find a rhythm. And this defense is making it really hard on him.
Sends it downfield. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down.
It's amazing to think just how confident this offense was coming into this game. They thought they were going to go up and down the field throwing the football in this one. That has not been the case. They have not yet scored a touchdown in this one. They just threw an incompletion on third down now, looking like they may have to punt. This offense has got to find their rhythm. But you've got to wonder about their confidence at this point in the game.
And we'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Right back to the well. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Here comes the noise. Is this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down? The Cougars come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll do it himself on the draw. Breaks into the open. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. Houston wants to play fast. Now they're going to throw it. Got a man. It's James. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Ooh, that's one of those where you're breathing a big sigh of relief. That ball could have been intercepted, and worse, could have been intercepted in house, but offense caught a little bit of a break. Nice play by the defense, but the offense glad to punt in this situation if they want to punt.
On the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Wildcats will boot it away to start the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
In halftime in this locker room, there's a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead, but you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in this second half.
You're absolutely right here, and I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Going to swing it on second down. He's going up top. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. Putting together a real scoring thread here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. The Cougars headed quickly to the line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'll run it to the right. He has the first and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Eighth play of the drive coming up. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. He was looking for some place to put his foot in the ground, but the defense was everywhere, and he's knocked down behind the line.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
We'll see what the D does, but this crowd bearing down and getting loud on third down. Rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Third and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field. We're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. No good. After the missed field goal, this lead still sitting at 13.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make, rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Looking to throw, it's Fafita. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Quarterback making checks. Second down, he'll throw it. This one's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result...
Going to throw it over the top of the D. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he takes this from inside the 5. First play of the drive comes from the 22. To the ground with the back. Makes it past the marker. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Another good run. Man, he has been picking up yards in bunches today. Jesse showing off all the skills.
And he's showing no signs of slowing down, David. This guy just gets better as the game goes on. He is a beast.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Motion from the wideout. On the run, it's Turner. There he goes. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Houston coming to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Now improvising. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. Shotgun snap on third down. Finds his man. It's Broussard. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll move move the tight end. The give to the back. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Yeah, and if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. From the gun, looking to the big tight end. He's got it. 2-point try is good as they build on this lead.
That's tough to defend, right? You're going 5 wide, spreading us out across the field. These windows become a little bit bigger when you do that, and they were able to convert, and as a result, they walk away with 8 points on the drive.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air, it's Fafita. Quick strike complete.
Well, here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Wants to fire on second down. He rifles one deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38.
Well, it's a nice job handing off to him and getting the first down, but with the scoreboard looking how it does, you've got to throw the ball. You've got to go hurry up, you've got to get plays run quickly, and you've got to throw it down the field to get...
Oh, he's got some space!
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
To the air on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number one for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Wildcats have their offense in high gear. Wants to adjust the pattern. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Arizona going back to work with another first down. Looking to pass. It's Fafita. Steps away. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
How crazy is it that one of the best receivers in all of college football just made his first catch in this big of a game? You've got to give the defense tons of credit. They've had a plan for him. They've limited him, and that's why they're going to win.
Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Well, this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Looking downfield. Complete in the middle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Arizona lines up with a first and goal. Looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone.
And I really like that decision by this quarterback. Listen, you've got a lot of downs here. It's first and goal. You're in scoring position. If you don't feel comfortable, throw that ball away. Live to fight another down.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw it. Extending the play. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona!
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we were supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 25 clash today. Louisville is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Lamar Jackson should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to UCF. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the dub.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Here comes the noise, and this crowd doing everything they can to help the defense bear down on third down. With jet sweep pass. He's knocked down at the 33, and that's short of the line to gain, and let's see what they do on fourth down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on fourth down. Trying to do it on the ground. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
How about that? You got the lead late in the game. Get some first downs. Salt this clock away. This is the exact position you want your offense in.
Imposing their will, right, David? I mean, we know we're running it. You know we're going to run it. We're trying to ice this game. There's nothing you can do to stop us.
Tight end now in motion. They'll give it to him again. Got the first down and more. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. They'll try the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets. And then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum.